Quorum and voting majorities and discipline of members. Section 16 of Article 6. A majority of each house shall constitute a quorum to do business, but a smaller number may adjourn from day to day and may compel the attendance of absent members in such manner and under such penalties as such house may provide. Discipline of members. Each house may determine the rules of its proceedings, punish its members for disorderly behavior, and, with the concurrence of 2/3 of all its members, suspend or expel a member. A penalty of suspension, when imposed, shall not exceed 60 days. Enumerate the quorum and voting requirements in Congress. Concurrence in a treaty or international agreements. 2/3 of all the members of the Senate. Conviction in impeachment cases. 2/3 of all the members of the Senate. Affirm/override a resolution to impeach. 1/3 of all the members of the House of Representatives. Election of President or Speaker of the House as the case may be. Absolute majority or majority of all of its respective members. Quorum to do business. Simple majority or majority of each house. Discipline members for disorderly behavior. Suspend or expel. 2/3 of all of its members. Request of matters to be entered in the journal. 1/5 of the members present. Declaration of the existence of a state of war. 2/3 of both houses in joint session assembled voting separately. Overriding the president's veto. 2/3 of all the members of such house. Grant of tax exemption. Absolute majority or majority of all the members of the Congress. Breaking a tie in cases of president and vice president elections. Absolute majority or majority of all the members of both houses voting separately. Confirmation of a new vice president nominated by the president. Absolute majority or majority vote of all the members of both houses of Congress voting separately. Determination whether or not the president is unable to discharge the powers and duties of his office. 2/3 of both houses voting separately. Revocation of the proclamation of martial law or suspension of the privilege of the writ of habeas corpus. Absolute majority or majority of all its members voting jointly. Extension of the proclamation of martial law or suspension of the privilege of the writ of habeas corpus. Absolute majority or majority of all its members voting jointly. Concurrence with President's grant of amnesty. Absolute majority or majority of all the members of the Congress. Amendment/revision of the 1987 Constitution as a Constituent Assembly. 3/4 of all the members of the Congress. Calling of Constitutional Convention. 2/3 of all of the members of the Congress. Submitting to the electorate the question of calling a constitutional convention. Absolute majority or majority vote of all its members. Approval/rejection of appointment. Majority vote of all the members.